Hey everyone! Welcome back to TalkiCast. We're so happy you're here again. Seriously, your comments and messages always make our day. Every time we open YouTube or Spotify and see your feedback, it just warms our hearts.
Absolutely. We've seen listeners from all over the world, from Iran, India, Mexico, Brazil, Japan, and every single one of you is part of this journey with us. So thank you for being here and learning with us.
I'm Victoria.
And I'm Tony.
And if this is your first time here, welcome to your podcast, TalkiCast, the place where English learning feels natural, simple, and real. No stress, no pressure, just learning step by step.
That's right. And today we're going to talk about something super practical, something you'll definitely use in real life: how to order food at a restaurant in English.
You know, Tony, I think this is one of the most common fears for English learners. You go to a restaurant, the waiter looks at you, and suddenly your brain just stops working.
Exactly. It's so true. You know what you want to say, but your mouth just doesn't cooperate. Don't worry, that happens to everyone. And today, we're going to help you speak with confidence next time you go out to eat.
So relax, maybe grab a drink, get comfortable, and imagine we're all sitting together in a cozy little restaurant somewhere. Maybe in London or maybe in your favorite city.
Okay, let's start with the beginning, when you first arrive. The waiter might ask, "Hello, do you have a reservation?" You can say, "No, not yet. Do you have a table for two, please?" Or, "Yes, I booked a table under the name Tony."
Nice and polite. That's the key. Always try to sound friendly. You don't need to sound perfect. Just smile and say it slowly. In English, being polite is more important than being perfect.
Exactly. English has so many polite expressions like please, thank you, and excuse me. They're small words, but they make a big difference.
After that, you might ask, "Could I have the menu, please?" Or, "Can I see the menu?" Easy and natural.
And when you're ready to order, you can say, "I'd like the grilled chicken with rice." Or, "Can I have the pasta, please?"
If you don't understand something on the menu, you can ask, "What is this dish?" Or, "Does it come with vegetables?" Totally fine questions. Remember, asking is a sign of confidence, not weakness.
You know, I think a lot of learners believe they have to speak perfectly before they try, but that's not true. You don't wait until you know everything to start speaking.
Oh, yes! Learning to speak English is like learning to cook. You can't just read recipes forever. You need to get into the kitchen and try.
Exactly. You might burn a few dishes in the beginning, but that's okay. You're learning. The same happens with speaking. You'll make mistakes, but that's how your mouth, your ears, and your brain start working together.
Speaking is a skill, not a theory. It's like swimming. You can't learn it from a book. You need to jump in the water. So if you can understand this podcast, it means your listening is already strong enough. Now it's time to speak.
Right. So here's what you can do. Practice shadowing. Listen to us and repeat the sentences in real time. Don't worry if you don't understand every single word. Just copy the rhythm, the tone, the sound.
Because shadowing trains your mouth and brain to move together. You'll start speaking faster, smoother, and more naturally, even without thinking too much about grammar.
Let's go back to our restaurant scene. The waiter brings the food and says, "Here you go." You can reply, "Thank you, it looks delicious."
And if you want something else, say, "Excuse me, could I have some salt, please?" Or, "Can I get another fork?"
That's right. Excuse me is your best friend in public. It's polite, easy, and works in every situation, not just restaurants.
Then, when you finish your meal, you can say, "Can I have the bill, please?" Or, "Could I pay, please?" Simple, polite, and natural.
You know what I love about this, Victoria? These are simple phrases, but they open the door to real communication. When you use them, you're not just learning English, you're living it.
Exactly. And the first time you do it, the first time you actually order food in English, you'll feel so proud of yourself. That feeling is magic. That's the moment you realize, hey, I can do this.
And if you've made it this far in this episode, it means you already have that motivation inside you. You just need to keep it alive. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep practicing.
Because every minute you spend listening, repeating, and practicing, it's an investment in your future self. You're not just learning a language, you're building confidence. You're becoming someone who shows up for their goals.
That's so true. And maybe right now, your sentences are short. Maybe you still hesitate sometimes, but that's fine. Fluency doesn't mean speaking fast. It means speaking freely.
Exactly. So keep practicing with us, and next time you go to a restaurant, remember this episode. You'll smile, order confidently, and realize how far you've come. So, the main course is finished, and now it's time for the best part, dessert. I don't know about you, but I can never say no to dessert.
Same here. I think dessert is the universal happiness language. No matter where you are in the world, when the dessert comes, everyone smiles.
Exactly. So when the waiter comes and asks, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?" you can answer, "Yes, please. That would be great." Or if you're already full, you can say, "No, thank you. Everything was perfect."
You see, those small sentences make you sound polite and natural. You don't need complex grammar to sound fluent. You just need the right phrases and a friendly tone.
And you can also make small talk. Maybe say something like, "The food was really good," or "I love this restaurant." These simple comments make communication real. You're not just practicing English, you're connecting with people.
That's an important point. Many learners forget that English is not only for exams, it's for life, for talking, laughing, making friends. Every time you use English in a real situation, you grow.
Yes, and here's a secret. Even native speakers make small mistakes when they talk. They repeat words, they pause, they change their sentences. That's normal, so don't worry about being perfect.
Right. Fluency doesn't mean perfection. Fluency means comfort. You're comfortable with your mistakes, comfortable speaking, comfortable being you.
You know, Tony, when I first started learning Spanish, I was so scared to speak. I thought everyone would laugh at me. But then I realized people don't laugh when you try. They smile because they respect your effort.
That's such a great example. And that's the same with English. When you try to order food or chat with someone in English, people appreciate your effort. They see your courage.
So next time you travel, or even if you go to a cafe in your own city, just try. Order in English. Say thank you. Say this coffee is amazing. You'll see how powerful it feels to express yourself.
You know what's funny? Sometimes learners tell us, "I can read and listen, but I can't speak." And we always say, "You can speak. You just haven't practiced speaking out loud enough."
Exactly. Speaking is like a muscle. You must train it. Listening and reading are good, but if you never use the language, it stays silent in your head.
So try this. Every day, take 5 minutes and talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing. For example, I'm making tea, or I'm checking my messages. It feels silly at first, but it really works.
Yes, I love that technique. You can even look in the mirror and talk. The mirror helps you see your facial expressions and confidence grow. It's like practicing a performance, but for your real life.
And here's another secret. You can talk to your phone. Use apps, use AI tools, or just record yourself. Then listen to your voice. Don't judge it, just observe. Over time, you'll notice your pronunciation improving.
These are small daily actions, but they build huge results. The more you speak, the less you translate in your head. English starts to become natural. It becomes part of you.
That's right. And if you're listening to us right now and you've made it this far, you're already different from most learners. You didn't quit. You're still here, listening, learning, improving. That's real progress.
You have no idea how proud you should be of yourself right now. So many people start learning, but only a few keep going. You are one of those few, and that means your dream of fluency is getting closer every day.
So take a deep breath, smile, and remind yourself, I'm learning English. I'm improving every day. I'm proud of myself.
I love that. That's the perfect mindset. Remember, English isn't a race, it's a journey, and you're walking it beautifully. Okay, my friends, now that we've learned so many useful phrases, let's imagine we're really in a restaurant. Let's pretend Tony is the waiter and I'm the customer.
Sounds fun. Okay, I'll try my best to be a polite waiter. Let's start.
Excuse me, do you have a table for one, please?
Of course. Right this way, please. Here's your table. Would you like to sit inside or outside?
Inside, please. It's a bit windy outside today.
No problem. Here's your menu. Can I get you something to drink while you look at the menu?
Yes, I'd like a glass of water, please.
Certainly. I'll bring it right away.
Okay, now I'm ready to order. I'd like the grilled chicken with vegetables, please.
Great choice. Would you like any sauce with that?
Yes, can I have the mushroom sauce, please?
Of course. And would you like any dessert after your meal?
Maybe later. I'll see how hungry I am after the main course.
Perfect. I'll be right back with your drink.
See? That's how a simple, real-life conversation sounds. Nothing complicated, just polite, natural English.
Exactly. And notice how we use words like please, thank you, and I'd like. They make the conversation soft and kind. Politeness is a big part of English communication.
Now let's continue the role play. The food is ready, and I'm about to finish my meal.
How was everything, ma'am? Did you enjoy your meal?
Yes, it was delicious. The chicken was perfect.
I'm glad to hear that. Would you like to see the dessert menu now?
Yes, please. I think I'll have the chocolate cake.
Great choice. One chocolate cake coming right up.
So you see, friends, we're practicing in a fun and realistic way. You can do this too. Try imagining your own restaurant scene. You can play both roles yourself, waiter and customer.
That's right. And when you do this kind of role play, you're not only learning English words, you're training your brain to think in English. You're building real speaking skills.
And you can even record yourself and listen back. Don't focus on mistakes. Just focus on how confident you sound. The more you do it, the more natural you'll become.
Let's continue our example a little more. Now you, Victoria, are paying the bill. Ready?
Ready? Excuse me, can I have the bill, please?
Pay by card or cash?
By card, please.
Thank you very much. Here's your receipt. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Everything was perfect. Have a great day, too.
And that's it. A full restaurant conversation from start to finish. Every phrase you just heard is useful and natural in real life.
Yes, and if you practice like this, listening, repeating, and imagining real situations, your speaking will improve faster than you think.
The key is not to wait for the perfect moment to speak. Just start. Speak in your car, in your kitchen, or while walking. Every small effort counts.
You can even practice with a friend or a study partner. Choose a topic like ordering food, buying clothes, or making a complaint, and play different roles each time. It's fun and powerful.
And remember, every time you practice, your fear of speaking gets smaller. You start replacing fear with confidence. And that's how fluency begins.
So now that you've listened to the full restaurant conversation, let's take a moment to think about what we learned.
Yes, because this is not just about memorizing words. It's about understanding how people really speak in real life.
Exactly. Many learners study English for years, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Why? Because they've only practiced reading and listening, not using the language.
Speaking is a skill, just like driving or cooking. You can't learn it by watching. You have to do it. You have to make mistakes, repeat, and improve step by step.
And please remember, making mistakes is a good thing. It means you're learning something new. Every time you make a mistake, your brain is building a new connection.
That's right. And here's a useful secret. When you learn a new phrase, don't just repeat it once. Use it in different ways. Try to connect it to your own life. For example, after learning, "Can I have the bill, please?" you can also practice, "Can I have some water?" or "Can I have the menu, please?"
That's a great point. Repetition is important, but creative repetition is even better. Use your imagination. Make small changes. That's how you build flexibility in your English.
Another helpful tip? Talk to yourself in English. I know it sounds strange, but it works. For example, when you're cooking, describe what you're doing. "I'm cutting the vegetables. Now I'm turning on the stove." It's simple but powerful.
And if you're shy, record your voice, listen to it later. You'll start noticing how your pronunciation, rhythm, and tone improve. You'll also become more confident because you'll hear your own progress.
You know, confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes after speaking. After you try, after you fail, and after you realize, hey, I can actually do this.
Yes, confidence grows through action, not waiting. That's why we always tell our listeners, don't wait until you're ready. Just start now. Start small, start imperfect, but start.
And remember, it's completely normal to feel lazy or unmotivated sometimes. We all do. The key is to keep going even when it feels hard. Fluency doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency.
So true. Just imagine, if you practice English 10 minutes every day, that's over 60 hours of practice in 1 year. That's how you build fluency, little by little, every single day.
So, our advice for you today? Keep practicing, keep listening, keep shadowing, and most of all, enjoy the process. Learning English isn't a race, it's a journey, and every small step matters.
You're doing amazing. The fact that you're still here listening means you're serious, motivated, and ready to grow. We're proud of you.
Exactly. You're not just learning English, you're training your mind, your confidence, and your focus. That's real growth.
Okay, Victoria, after all that talk about restaurants, I'm actually getting hungry now.
Me too. Talking about food always makes me hungry. So, Tony, tell me, what's your favorite food?
That's a hard question. I love so many kinds of food, but if I have to choose just one, I think I'd say pizza. A classic, right?
Pizza? That's a great choice. But what kind of pizza? Because there are so many types.
Oh, definitely something simple, like a margarita. You know, tomato, cheese, a bit of basil. When it's cooked in a wood-fired oven, the crust is perfect. Soft inside, crispy outside. I could eat that every day.
That sounds delicious. You know, I like pizza too, but my favorite food is sushi. I love how fresh and light it is, especially salmon sushi. It just melts in your mouth.
Oh, yes, sushi. That's such a good one. I always thought sushi looked beautiful, like little pieces of art. But I have to admit, I'm not very good at using chopsticks.
Really? It takes some practice, but once you get used to it, it's actually fun.
I think using chopsticks makes the experience feel more authentic.
True. And you know what's interesting? Talking about food is such a great way to practice English. There are so many adjectives: delicious, spicy, sweet, crunchy, creamy.
Yes, and it's easy to make sentences with them, like, this soup is hot and spicy, or my mom's cake is sweet and soft. You can describe your meals in English every day. It's a fun way to learn new vocabulary.
Exactly. You can even make it a game. Next time you eat something, try to describe the taste, smell, and texture in English. Say it out loud or write it down. That's how you connect language to real life.
I love that idea. And you can also talk about your favorite dishes from your own country. Share your culture through food. Everyone loves hearing about traditional meals.
Speaking of that, what's a typical dish from your country, Victoria? Something everyone should try if they visit.
Oh, that's easy. I'd say paella. It's a traditional Spanish rice dish with seafood, vegetables, and saffron. The colors, the smell, the taste, everything is perfect.
That sounds amazing. I've tried it once and I remember how colorful it was. I also loved how people usually share one big pan. It's not just food, it's a social experience.
Well said. Maybe we should do another episode just about food vocabulary and cultural dishes from around the world.
Oh, that would be so much fun. We could even invite our listeners to send us a message and tell us what their favorite food is.
Great idea. So if you're listening right now, tell us in the comments, what's your favorite food and where is it from? We'd love to read your answers in the next episode. You see, talking about food can teach us much more than just vocabulary. It shows us how to think in English, how to describe feelings, and how to connect ideas naturally.
Exactly. When you describe something in English, like your favorite meal, you are not only using words, you are practicing fluency. You are training your brain to speak without translating.
And that's the real goal, right? To think in English. Many learners believe they must study more grammar or memorize more words to speak well. But actually, what they need is practice in real situations.
Yes, real situations like ordering food, asking for directions, or talking about your weekend. These are moments that help you connect English to your daily life.
The key is to stop waiting for the perfect moment. Some students say, I will start speaking when my English is better. But here's the truth. Your English gets better because you start speaking.
Exactly. You can begin with small steps. Speak to yourself when you cook. Describe what you're doing, or repeat phrases you hear in podcasts, like this one. Don't wait for someone to tell you you're ready. You already are.
That's right. Every time you speak, even if you make mistakes, you're training your mouth, your brain, and your confidence. Mistakes are part of progress.
Think of it like learning to cook. The first time, maybe you burn the food or forget the salt. But with practice, you improve. You taste, you adjust, you get better. It's the same with English speaking.
I love that comparison. So friends, don't be afraid to make a mess when you speak. Be proud that you're trying. Every word you say is one step closer to fluency.
And remember, English is not just a subject. It's a skill. You don't learn it by only reading books. You learn it by doing, by speaking, listening, repeating, and living the language.
Yes. That's why in every episode, we want to give you not only vocabulary and grammar, but also the right mindset. Because learning is not only about what you study, it's also about how you feel while learning.
Absolutely. If you feel relaxed, curious, and motivated, your brain learns faster.
But if you feel stressed or afraid of making mistakes, your progress becomes slower.
So here's a small reminder for everyone listening. Take your time, enjoy the process, and remember why you started. Every small effort counts.
And now, take a deep breath, smile, and say to yourself, I am learning. I am improving. I am proud of myself. Because that's the truth.
You know, Victoria, every time we record an episode like this, I feel so proud of our listeners. They're not just learning words, they're building a new version of themselves.
Yes, me too. Every message, every comment, every moment that they spend listening shows their strength. Because learning a language is not easy. It takes patience, courage, and heart.
That's true. And sometimes progress feels slow. But slow progress is still progress. The key is to never stop moving. Even one small step every day brings you closer to your dream.
Exactly. And remember, friends, this journey is yours. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Your English doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. Real, brave, and growing.
Beautifully said. So tonight, or whenever you finish listening, take a moment to appreciate yourself. You did something great. You practiced, you learned, you stayed till the end.
Yes, and we are so proud of you. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are learning, step by step. That's real strength.
And remember, we're here with you on this journey. Every episode, every practice, every word, we grow together.
So keep listening, keep shadowing, and most of all, keep believing in yourself. Because English is not just a language. It's your bridge to the world.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
You are doing amazing. Take care of yourself, keep shining, and we'll see you in the next episode.
If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to TalkiCast.